Welcome to the FilmFront, where cinema sparks conversations. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the FilmFront, and this is Weekend Film Check. I'm definitely excited because of Interstellar, but let's go according to our letterbox daily wise. So, how was your weekend, Sanath?
Yeah, that's fine. We are recording on a Tuesday. We couldn't record on a weekend, so it's fine. I could watch few more movies in the weekend. I think
Hmm.
your list is filled with Interstellar.
Yes,
Okay.
I watched Interstellar thrice.
Yes.
Uh, I'll come to it, but yeah, I think I'll just start with my letterbox thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing I watched was Lumiere Company,
Hmm.
Lumiere and Company. So
Okay.
what exactly is this in the sense? You know those anthologies
Hmm.
where couple of directors come and attempt to tell a love
Yeah.
story set in
Fine.
a place like New York I Love You or Paris I Love You.
Yeah.
But here,
Anthologies
yeah,
are usually multiple stories clubbed into 2 hour frame. It's like episodic
yeah,
uh, stories, but usually they are not related to each other. The only thing, the only way they're related is through themes or any uh plot line. So,
yeah.
yeah, you're telling.
So this is kind of like an anthology, but there is no proper narration. There
Mm,
aren't characters or anything, so it's just a bunch of people. David Lynch is the only like snippet I watched. What they do is they
mm,
take 1940s black and white camera and they film
okay.
whatever they want to, and this takes place sometime in 93, 95, 95, yeah.
Mm,
So when you look at it, it's they shoot the footage of 1995 using the old cameras, and when you look at it, that's just like one horror fever dream, and it was directed by David Lynch. It's hardly like 2 minutes. So that was like a camera experiment,
but
and to
is
raise
it a
awareness for film, like
movie
old.
or short film or what is it?
I mean, I can't say for the other directors, but whatever I watched, the 2 minute clip,
Mm,
it's of David Lynch. There is no
but
story, no nothing.
how long is it on whole?
2 minutes.
No, the entire thing.
No, I watched like I found it on Movie. They had only
Okay.
David Lynch's episode, like two
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
I think if I can open the letterbox, yes, yeah, they didn't. Yeah, all these 40 international directors, they didn't give the
Mm,
time anywhere. So
mm,
yeah, this was pretty good actually,
mm,
and it's like there isn't any narration or anything. It's just vibes. I think they did it to
mm,
raise awareness on film preservation or something. Even I'm not sure. Uh,
mm.
but yeah, good vibe I would say. What what? Okay. So
Check it out.
yeah, I have to check the other directors out too. Their snippets. So it's more experimental than
Right.
anything filled with narration or anything. So yeah, but yeah, there's just a 2 minutes thing. I just found it on movie. I got the whole
Okay.
$99 3 months offer thing because
Mm-hmm.
award season.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the girl with needle. I think this was also part of the awards.
Yeah. What's
So
the initial
yeah.
15-20 minutes?
Oh,
Have
okay.
to continue watching.
Man, I'm not able to find any time. Even this I watched half in the evening and the rest of it in the night because it's very graphic, you know.
Oh,
So I didn't want to watch it on laptop. I wanted to watch it on TV. So yeah. So it's your it feels like an Oscar bait to me, you know, because
mm,
it's post-war situation on how what the characters are going through, how they're leading their lives, and how the war has affected. But this is more
mm,
on the female perspective.
mm,
But there is this scene where uh, she tries to do self-abortion.
mm.
That was pretty good. You know, there was another film in the last year, The Zone of Interest,
Yeah, yeah.
where visually you don't see much, but the sound design will show you all the horrors.
Mm,
So here it's sound design and her acting, pretty good. But that's pretty
mm,
much it. There's nothing else that excited me. Uh,
mm,
sure, there are bunch of characters which may seem interesting in the beginning, but they don't do much with it later.
mm.
So yeah, the girl with the needle, it's I think the needle is her profession. Like she'll be stitching
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and
Mm.
like in a factory, and
Okay.
yeah. So that's pretty much it. I thought it was okay. It was all right. Pretty much
Mm.
an Oscar bait, and they released it also uh, like last year. A movie got it at the right time,
Mm.
and that's why they're showcasing their new offer, I think. But yeah,
They
yeah,
usually do it in the first 3 months in the Oscar time.
yeah, I got it in January, and this film
Mm.
released in January 25th on movie.
Mm.
Yeah, so this one thing I watched. I was watching The Apprentice. I need to finish it tonight.
Mm.
Ali Abasi, interesting work. Gotta check more of his work out. The other film, Holy Spider.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Holy Spider.
Holy Spider is amazing. That serial killer thing, no? Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
it. It's crazy. It's good.
I should watch it soon. Once the Oscar thing finishes, I still have a couple more films. Brutalist,
Mm.
Complete Unknown, The Apprentice, and Sing Sing, and two more movies. Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
those.
still here. I want to watch. I'm still here first.
Yeah. So seven more movies left, and once that's done, I'll check the other Ali Abasi film out.
Mm.
Yeah. Now moving on. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I did. I traveled to Coimbatore. But let's hear about your experience actually.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it here only, not Coimbatore. I watched it in Bangalore. Kurmangla on Nexus. Is that the best screen?
It's not. It's the overrated one in
At
the
least in Bangalore.
yeah, yeah, in the Bangalore. Vega City is
Then
better.
which one is good? Vegas City
See,
is better.
Vega City much better. Technically smaller screen than Kormangla, but the
Hmm.
Kormangla one I felt like the bulb was dull, and what do you call the there were tight fringes at the edge, and
Hmm.
it was dusty as well at places. Like when I went to watch Nope, this is what I noticed. And I even asked one of my friends who had been to Nexus Kormangla to watch that Devara. Okay.
Hmm.
So even he told the bulb was weaker. I'm not sure if they renovated it. No, right?
No. How do you figure out the bulb is weaker?
Like you will know. You will know the brightness will be low.
Um, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was not that uh what do you call bright.
Okay.
It it's not like didn't look like 4K image or is it the
It,
movie
no, no, no.
or
Bangalore doesn't have 4K IMAX. Bangalore only has 2K IMAX. 2K
uh
Xenon.
that's why it looked more grainy
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like old movie. Didn't look sharp.
Less
The images
sharp.
weren't sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think the re-release rewatch is all about these things, the technicalities to watch it again to experience. It's all about the experience, not because we have already watched it so many times at home.
yeah.
But still, luckily I had forgotten at least some parts of the movie. I could, uh, I could be with the plot. Didn't have to, it was, what all I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten the first act where he goes to NASA and stuff. I could remember
Huh.
like things like the cornfield, the
Yeah.
stakes, whatever was there. But I'd forgotten about the drone and why he, like how he goes to NASA.
Hmm.
And I remember the entire second act, him, the wormhole, going into the wormhole and all of that. Then, the best part is I'd forgotten about uh the, what is
Mountain
it called?
waves. The waves.
No, that
Okay, okay.
I remember that.
Uh,
All those scenes, Instagram reels won't let you forget. They
oh,
keep
yeah. Point.
they have
Filmstagram's
been
very
used.
active.
So this one, bro, what is his name? That NASA professor.
Dr. Man.
Doc, no, no, the
Brand.
uh, Doctor Brand cheating all of them
Okay,
at
okay.
first.
Sheesh. Yeah, must big
But
reveal, man.
I was happy about it that I'd forgotten. Yeah, it was obviously beautiful. I'd forgotten the docking scene also, bro.
What?
Crazy, it
Yeah.
was crazy. Like the dialogues and stuff, I'd
Yeah,
forgotten.
I had forgotten the dialogues. Like, I didn't know he says
Like,
it's necessary. Like, it's
yeah,
impossible. No,
crazy.
it's
It was
necessary. But
amazing.
yeah, mind blown, actually.
The music, the scene, like it makes you think about life, like how we are nothing because of the image. So huge. Actually, do you think? See, the black hole planets are so huge. Ideally, it should have been like a dot. Is it according to scale? You, you think
I,
the spaceship
no,
in that scene at
like
least?
in 2020, they released a new image of black hole, which was
Um,
shockingly
yeah,
accurate to the one.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think they've nailed the technicality with the
yeah,
reality properly.
yeah. It, scientifically also it was on
Yeah,
point because they had actual people
yeah, actual
on the.
physicists. Yeah,
I watched a reel where they told that particular scientist he asked for he asked for funding from Nolan to work on the research, and only then he'll through help for the movie
yep.
for correcting so all of that. It's fun, bro. Like to write all of this, for someone like Nolan who is a geek of physics. All of these subjects like physics, chemistry, maths are life subjects because without physics we wouldn't exist. And to create a plot around this and play around this is fun.
Yeah.
I think out of everyone in the world who has watched Interstellar, the most fun Christopher Nolan would have had in writing it.
Him and his brother, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Jonathan.
I think they stopped. This was the last time they collaborated.
Yeah,
From Dunkirk and all, he went solo,
yeah, yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but man, I have to say this. I'm being really honest with you. I hated this film, not because of the spectacular emotion it hit me, but I didn't like the whole love, uh, the dialogue, and this is
Mm.
before watching the re-release, where she says love has the power to transcend time and space and whatnot. I thought it was too corny, too cheesy. And when Cooper falls into the test wreck and he says love towards love or something, I thought it was way too convenient. Okay, but theater experience, man. I mean, IMAX experience, things change. You're emoting along with a bunch of 60 other people in the hall. It's a reaffirmation, this re-release that IMAX experience or theater experience in general is much
Mm.
more important than we think, you know.
Yes.
And I have to say this. Shout out to my boy Avanish, because he was the one who got me, going to Broadway cinemas in Coimbatore. Because I was originally planning to go for Mission Impossible,
Mm.
and Interstellar is some film. Is this film I never wanted to rewatch it. You know, like it was good and all, but I never felt like going back at it again. Unlike Tenet is something I often revisit,
Mm.
but I never felt that way with Interstellar. Only Dark Knight and Tenet.
Mm.
And what happened is he told me that uh, uh, the re-release is gonna happen. Everybody knew it, but I didn't know that Broadway cinemas was gonna open at some timing. So he just pinged me saying that we gotta go there and everything. And I realized, it's directed by Nolan, who mainstreamed IMAX in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I just felt like this would be a good, like good movie to test the whole IMAX 4K on, because in Bangalore there are only 2K IMAX screens. That's very
Mm.
sad. 2K IMAX with that xenon bulb, and you never know the quality of bulb.
Mm.
So somehow we got the tickets, perfect seats. I won't reveal the name because I'll tell it to you later, but yeah, I don't want people to like book it. So we got on a train got delayed, man, because there was some signal issue in the upcoming
Mm.
station. And yeah, 15 minutes just right. They were gonna start the show at 11 o'clock. We were there at 10:45. We thought they would play ads, but Broadway cinemas, they're like on time and very passionate with their service as well. Something
Mm.
PVR and Inox lacks, but that's a whole nother thing. And yeah, they gave us free posters, and I got three posters. My friend got two. Uh, yeah, and I was running into the hall with coffee on the other hand because I thought I was gonna fall asleep. I just chugged the coffee right when the trailers were playing. Screen was amazing, taller than Cormal IMAX, and it was so sharp, man. Like
Mm.
it's like watching, that scene where they get a flat tire
Mm.
and
Yeah.
you see them coming out of the car and there's a wide shot from behind.
Mm.
Each and every plant on the sides, I could make out like each and every leaf of it. It was that sharp. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I was emoting to Anne Hathaway's monologue about love, which is something I thought was like I was not like that was the last thing I could imagine myself doing it. Okay, but that happened. And Nolan's film always has this reputation that they don't come with Atmos mixing. They only come with 5.1 mixing. Okay, the
Mm.
sound. But the screen which I went to, Broadway Cinemas IMAX with laser, it had 12.1 channels around. And I
Mm.
swear to God, I could hear sound coming from my top right side or top left side, especially when they come out of the baseball game and there's like storm, like
Yeah.
the
Mm.
dusty storm all around.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, Sand, dude, I could feel each and every particle, every sand grain passing through. It was that accurate, and I could hear on the top as well. So I'm not sure if the remastered included the whole sound remastering as well. But yeah, it was amazing. And this Oppenheimer, Tenet, Dunkirk, right? These
Mm.
three films which came after Interstellar, and the
Right.
films which came before Interstellar is Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, Inception. But I
Mm.
gotta say, this is the funniest that Nolan has ever been.
Yeah, yeah, it's
You know,
so funny, bro. It's
like I,
fun.
Interstellar when it got released in 2014, people
Yeah.
were saying it's a sci-fi film. It's you cannot comprehend it on your initial watch or something.
Mm.
Nobody, man, nobody mentioned about the humor, which
Yeah.
I myself, uh, I might have laughed, but I never explicitly discussed it with my friends back then. Okay,
Mm.
and watching it now, we have a TARS, the funny,
Yeah.
where they talk about the humor settings, and you also have Cooper.
Mm.
When Wes Bentley's character, uh, in the NASA scene in the conference room, where they ask Cooper on how did you find the coordinates of this place. He says something supernatural, and the Murph immediately says gravity. And Wes
Mm.
Bentley's character inquires about gravity, and he says, before we get all excited about the gravity, we need assurances that we'll get out of here and not in trunk of the car or something. And this is just
Yeah.
one part of it. There are a lot of subtle, funny instances in the film which I
It's hard.
really
That's what
enjoyed.
I was thinking. Nolan should try to make it out and out comedy
Yeah,
movie.
man.
It's not easy to write comedy, clean comedy, which works in the scene, which doesn't take you out of the scene, and it's in the character, everything.
Yeah.
Because once you establish a character which is funny, like Cooper is funny in the beginning, so it has to be funny till the end. You have to maintain that tone till the
Yeah.
end.
Point.
And taking that call in a sci-fi movie, it's nice.
Absolutely.
The effort, they have put, and also like what all you told regarding the experience of the movie.
Yeah.
That's how Nolan intended it to be in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's how we have to watch the movie.
Yeah.
So every filmmaker tries to make a movie in such a way that it has to be watched in certain way. You can't watch Interstellar in 4DX because Nolan didn't want you to watch it in 4DX. If
Yes.
Nolan wants to you to watch in 4DX, he'll make sure that 4DX is in his mind and make a movie according to it.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a time in future where 4DX is so popular that it will also become someone like Nolan comes up and makes it mainstream.
Point.
So until then, you'll have to watch for what the filmmaker is intending
Yeah.
you to watch in. And I all of those people who watched Interstellar in this re-release were all like so good that this. But yeah, if they watch in theaters like Broadway, they would have been mind blown.
Surprisingly, when
Mm.
I mean, IMAX 4K was my first watch of the re-release. The two
Mm.
times I watched it in Inox Galleria, 2K Xenon
Yeah.
IMAX.
Mm.
Lucky thing about me is the two times I caught here in Bangalore, they were in the good seats. Okay.
Mm.
And also, uh, this Galleria has this row, which I won't tell, that has the perfect FOV, like field of view. Okay.
Mm.
I couldn't find it in Broadway cinemas. Like
Mm.
like the canvas is perfect at the row that I usually sit in Galleria. When I've tried to
Mm.
find the same row in Broadway cinemas, I had to bend my neck back behind. So I don't think
Mm.
my neck would sustain that position for the entirety of the film. So yeah, but the thing is, the projector is relatively new as compared to all the other IMAXs in Bangalore, the xenon
Okay.
projector. So the bulb is still shiny, it's still brighter, produces brighter image. And I thought I would be having a downgraded experience with the xenon projection, but it looked like painting, dude. Like it
Mm.
had that cinematic sense of shooting with a film. You know, all the cinemascope, what do you call the cinemascope ratio ones? They look the same. Okay, maybe slight negligible difference of sharpness, but
Mm.
you know that scene where Doctor Man and him they'll be fighting and there's like a wide shot. It looked like
Yeah.
painting was moving. Okay,
Mm.
so I just it's not like I didn't enjoy 4K. 4K was this enhanced version, modern modernized enhanced version, but Xenon had that film feel, like shot on film kind of feel. So I enjoyed both the projections. So just putting it out there. Yeah.
Mm.
But
Somehow that
the
Galeria's
ratio is
screen.
what Nolan intends, and he plays with it
Mm.
amazingly, dude.
Yeah.
And
Galeria screen has lesser prices than all other screens.
yeah,
I don't know
I
how.
know. Even I think Kormangla once they shot the price up to 799.
Yeah, double, triple. I somehow booked it in the initial prices.
Yeah. So even if Galleria is 799, I would have gone. So yeah, but and yeah, coming to the movie, the
Mm.
dialogues are also insane. Like not just comedic
Yeah.
part. Uh, there is this scene where Cooper gets a tour of the NASA by Dr. Brandt, and he says Khan's gonna die, just a matter of time. And
Mm.
Cooper says, "We will fix it. We will find a way, like as
Mm.
humanity."
Yeah.
And he says, "By the unshakable faith, by the unshakable power of faith, the earth is ours." Very short dialogue, but you feel it in your nerves. The last time I felt was in Gladiator 2, like dialogues of this level,
Mm.
like very
But
powerful, I would
imagine,
say.
imagine the difference. Gladiator is a proper action film. This is a
Yeah,
sci-fi film.
yes,
It's easy in action movies to create a mass dialogue like that.
yeah,
Here, but I think the stakes are so high that you get that uh, emotion on point.
fine.
You just have to work it out. That's all.
Yeah.
I think Interstellar somehow they got everything on point.
I swear,
There's
man.
no flaw at all.
Yeah, like I know I gave 4.5. It's because I don't know, somewhere I feel like
Cause
exposition problem. I think many people talk about the exposition, but here it was actually handled better. But I
yeah,
still feel like they could have
for a movie
toned
like
down.
this,
Uh,
without the amount of exposition, people wouldn't have understood anything.
yeah, yeah. So
How
I
can you have exposition? I think how creative can you be? Too difficult. Like there are better ways to give out information, but stuff because it's science and it's too much technicalities.
yeah, but
They
yeah,
made it
that's what I thought. I thought this film relied more on the technicalities of
because
it, like the science thing they
I
say or
think
the cameras they shoot.
see because here all the characters are intelligent people. They're all scientists.
Yeah,
And what do you do to scientists? Can you dumb it down? Can you explain it to a 5 year? How you explain it to a 5 year old? Because then you'll have to again introduce a character like that. Here, none of the character is dumb enough. Like they're not. We are dumb. We are the uh, viewers, audience.
hmm.
We are dumb. That's there. We can't help with that. But to explain it to a what is exposition? You give out information to
regarding the plot.
the audience,
Hmm.
to the audience, and the best way is to do it through the characters, in
Hmm.
between the characters, or a narrative voiceover or something like that, or create situations where you give out information through the plot, something like that. Here, the plot is already so long, so big, so complicated, and the characters, all of them are scientists, all of them are very knowledgeable. So it can happen only through conversation, and people there are capable enough to pick it up.
Okay.
So I think this is the most simplistic way they could figure it out, and it holds good with the plot also.
Yeah. It all makes sense. Okay. This is what I realized when I was watching the re-release. But then
Mm,
again, when the end cards were moving, when the end credits were
mm,
rolling, I realized. I mean, kind of think that this film would have worked. This film solely worked because not because of spectacle, but because of the emotion. You know,
of
like
course.
the father daughter, or them saving the planet Earth. You know, like I mean, the humanity, not planet Earth, the humanity. It all
Yeah,
it the emotion was very strong. So all this sci-fi thing low key made me feel redundant. But then again, maybe the spectacle wouldn't have worked out. Like all the black
without the
hole
emotion.
scenes or the wormhole scenes, the spectacle. If it weren't for
Mm,
the sci-fi exposition,
mm.
maybe it wouldn't have worked out. But yeah, this is what I like. Maybe call it a nitpick, I would say.
There
But
are like there are so many sci-fi movies. Why do you think Interstellar is one of the best?
yeah, yeah.
Because of the emotion, the plot,
Hmm. Hmm.
and how well the emotion sits in the plot, bro. It's I don't think even Nolan can do it
Yeah.
again. There's a
Jonathan
plot,
Nolan.
and
Yeah.
how nicely it sits. The emotion also fits in it. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And you watch Oppenheimer, you don't feel the same at all.
Yeah, actually.
Like it's,
Because
it's
it's more his
uh,
internal
yeah,
feelings or internal conflict, and they're forcing you to relate to that. I mean, they dropped a bomb, USA and all, but yeah, I think that's its attempt, like that film's attempt. But here, everything is happening so organically, dude. Like
yeah,
even when we are introduced to the rotten earth, like they
mm,
tell us that there's blight and agriculture is failing and everything. They're on the brink of apocalypse. Planet
yeah,
Earth is on the brink of apocalypse. But then
mm,
you look at the characters, they're like dressed normally. They're not dressed like with torn clothes or
mm,
anything. But then with the exposition again, which is this is the part where I love. Uh, Murph's teacher, she complains about Murph to Cooper that she's bringing in these old timey textbooks that talk about the moon landing, but moon landing is fake. It's a propaganda and whatnot. And she also mentions that all the money we we are in the current state of the society because all the money went into wars and making useless machines. But then he
mm,
also pushes in this point that one of the useless machines was an MRI,
mm.
which if it was
Yeah,
there, his wife would have gotten to know that she had some tumor, brain tumor, if I'm not wrong.
right,
So
right.
all like some war or some stuff has happened, which is severely affecting the day-to-day lives of all the people. Like people are covering their utensils. There's a lot of dust, and Cooper lost his wife. So all of this is happening, but it happens in a very calm manner, which I only noticed it on my second watch, like back then.
Yeah, you know why this scene works so well, this particular exposition worked so well for you? Because here there's a third character, the teacher, principal, and they are the dumb people.
Yeah,
And the character, it worked so well. The situation is so well that he could put out the information on their face.
yeah.
That's actually again for us. It's about understanding the world,
Hmm.
understanding what's happening, what's valued, what's not valued. and how what's the only way to save the world and all of that is
Yeah.
being put out. And the sole reason of that scene is this: it's about the exposition and
Yeah.
also about a little bit character building about Murph. So it's simple, and also about Murph's brother,
Yeah.
Casey Affleck.
Tom.
About, uh, so
Casey
it's
Affleck and
simple.
Timothy Chalamet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's all techniques. They've mastered writing. They know the techniques.
Yeah.
There's one uh, video by Studio Binder. They
Okay.
explain Save the Cat through Interstellar. It's
Oh.
a nice
I'll,
video.
I'll,
It's like
I'll,
18.
I'm definitely checking it out because I thought Save the Cat was too complicated. Okay, like all those
It's,
beats, all those beat
uh,
sheet, and people like I've seen
yeah,
people on Twitter talking about it. I thought it was way too complicated. And but
you,
now that you mentioned about Interstellar, I'll check it out. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
1 second, I'll
Interstellar
just close the
follows up.
door. Yeah.
Even Dark Knight also follows the beat sheet.
Okay. Okay.
There's one more, some circle. I've forgotten the name about this guy.
Justin. Oh, the Rick and Morty guy
Ah,
creator, Justin Roiland.
no, some, I've forgotten the name, but there's a channel where it's a really good channel. Uh, I can I learned most of the screenwriting techniques from that channel only.
Oh, okay.
It's called,
Let me check it out as well.
yeah, Jacob
Oh,
Tyler Mowry.
okay.
Oh, he
Wait,
has the
oh,
videos. Yeah,
1 second. Jason?
Jacob.
1 second. Wait, I always thought all the beat sheet stuff was more like people are constricting art or something. I thought it should be free flowing or something. But again, maybe it's
And
because I didn't understand. But structure is important, I guess. I'll check it out.
again, art is again techniques, right? You'll have to learn technique. You'll have to learn the rules to break it.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
Simple.
hmm. Point.
So you learn the technique, learn what's existing, then try to break it, play around it. Create. That's how you create new things. Create art.
Okay.
And artists also, you'll have to watch an artist, try to imitate, learn from them, then add your own touch. That's how you create new art. That's how you
Hmm,
learn creativity.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Creativity is also a skill.
Point. I'll check it out.
Mm.
And another thing about this movie, man, Dr. Romilly is the one who waited.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
So did Dr. Man, who was waiting.
Mm.
But then again, I'm supposed to be feeling that Dr. Man is a bad guy, and that's why they place the whole juxtaposition over there. I understand that, but I always this thought always struck me, like not when I'm watching the film. Obviously, I'll be rooting for Cooper uh, because he's got his family and everything. But then again, I feel a little sad for Dr. Man, because he dedicated his entire life, led like 11 other people to the mission, and whatever Earth happened, it's because of humans. So it kind of makes sense to just leave them be, uh, you know, just like die because of their own actions. While this guy, the most intelligent one, Dr. Man, he'll be going out, carrying the mission forward, and once he finds the good place, he could plant those embryos and start new civilization.
Mm.
So in his there also I'm torn, man. I'm torn. Like, can't I can't choose sides, I would say, but not when I'm watching the film. Just the afterthought of it, you know.
But he was the one who initiated it, who wanted to go,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then he betrayed people, like
y-
calling them and for nothing.
yeah,
Because that planet is of no use, no. Even if they come,
yeah.
what's the
But
point?
his plan is to not move back to Earth, move back to the other
Planet.
planets. So
Mm,
it's like, I know that's a very wrong thing to do, but for him, his intention to complete the mission, to save humanity, to carry forward the humanity. Uh, I wouldn't want to say noble, but yeah, I don't know, something. It's like, how should I say? Have you seen Tenet? Tenet, right?
yeah.
Protagonist is the one who wants to
Mm,
save the current reality from getting all time inversed. Okay, that's why
mm,
he goes against Satyr. I think that's
mm,
his name, the villain, something Satyr. Satyr is the one who will be in contact with the future beings, just like, not Cooper from
mm,
Interstellar, but I can see the similarity. Who will be in contact with the future beings, who wants to reverse time, because the Earth is kind of polluted, and they want to undo the things and just live in reverse so that they could gain some more time. Okay,
mm,
so in that manner, they are also saving planet Earth, and for them, hero is Satyr. For us viewers who are watching from the current reality, protagonist is the one who wants to save the current reality, our current planet Earth. For us, he's the hero. Okay, so I I, I can't choose sides when in the afterthought. When I'm watching it, I'm like on like rooting,
mm.
absolutely rooting for the guy, the
You
protagonist.
can't you can't choose sides because you're not in the war. If you are in the war and on one
Ah,
side you would have
huh.
wanted your side to win.
Yeah, but if you look at it objectively, like,
I mean,
who do you think is right?
objectively is not really. I mean, if you're now you can tell Ukraine or Russia who is good
Hmm.
or bad. But if you were in Russia, who would you
Obviously,
choose?
yeah. Okay,
So
okay.
that.
Makes sense.
And when you're watching the movie, you're with the protagonist. That's why you
Hmm.
root for protagonist. After watching the movie, the post nut hit
Yeah,
clarity hits.
yeah, yeah. So, and dude, did you notice this? When it's revealed that Dr. Man, sorry, Dr. Brand,
Mm,
has cheated all of them. That there is no plan A.
mm,
There was always plan B.
mm,
It turns into a horror film, man.
mm.
It She conveys the
They
message. The grown-up Murph, she conveys the message, and you see Case in the lander, and like seeing that message, and
mm,
suddenly the camera pans to the right, and you see the ranger leaving it and going into the Doctor Man's planet. There
mm,
is some, I don't know, some trumpet kind of tune in the background. It's like pointing to, like, it's pointing that it's a horror film. And even when he rises up from the
mm.
sleep, Dr. Man, it's like some resurrecting a monster, like, those old timey movies like Frankenstein or something. That was that. And up until the bit till he dies, like in the blast, the talking scene, it feels like one straight up psychotic horror film. And
The
that's,
even the pace also increases. I think Murph's side story also they start, no? All of the her saving Tom's her brother's family, they cut in parallel, like in parallelly
yes,
these two
yes,
happens.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's how they increase the pace also.
Tension, like,
Um,
I don't know. And
and
I always thought, uh why was this guy, the Tom Cooper, Casey Affleck,
mm,
he was villainized. He was kind of
mm,
villainized, like. They portrayed him this abusive guy, doesn't let go of the home. And I just feel like in the end, this is a commentary on how grief can be handled, you know.
mm,
Because right from the beginning, there is this line, parents are the ghosts of the children's future.
mm, mm,
And then turns out that it was him doing all of
mm,
the coding, encoding. So that's the ghost. For Murph, it's Cooper is the ghost. And who becomes ghost? Someone whom you know personally, and when they're dead, they become the ghost. let Letting them go, which is what Murph does when she's old, and she tells him to go to the wolf planet,
mm,
to meet Dr. Brand. So it's like letting the grief go once they're dead. You know, I kind of think it is that way, but there's something I noticed in this re-release. I never made this connection before, and how people handle grief is shown by Tom, the son, who's like all abusive and is not letting go of the memories, even though they're in the middle of an apocalypse. He's not letting the home go,
yeah.
and she has regrets that she didn't video call when Joseph Cooper was responding. So she found the closure when she realizes that the whole watch is communicating.
Mm,
She found the closure that her dad uh, did make some effort or something, like a closure thing. And once
mm,
she sees the fruition of it, that is when she gets the whole gravity equation figured out, she gets all the people into the cylinder and finally meets it. So I think she finds that closure and let go of the memory. So I think that's how I interpreted it. But I never did
mm,
this when I watched it like three times before. Maybe three or four times I would have watched it before this
mm.
on TV. And yeah, man, I seriously think theater experience. I want to have an IMAX experience for all the films that I've watched, and maybe uncover more of the details like this. Yeah,
Just they built the Tom's character from the start, like I told you. He was inclined towards farming.
yeah,
He was not brainy enough to understand what's happening. So he just uh, believes in what's going on well and sticking with it. So that I think, yeah, that even that the only importance of that character is to create problems to Murph in the
yeah,
third act.
yeah.
That's how the tension starts.
True.
Without that particular scene, there's no actual need of the character.
Yeah,
Mm, yeah.
and oh yeah, now that you mentioned it, when they encounter the IAF surveillance drone,
Mm,
he teaches Murph on how
yeah.
to control that and not to Tom. So yeah, actually, he was he was always gonna go with the farming and not with
Mm,
the engineering or science stuff.
yeah.
And when she figures out that that's communicating, and there's this entire montage of them solving with the gravity equation with the quantum data from the black hole. Tears,
Mm,
man. Watch it thrice and I teared up. The funny or the most awkward thing about it is, I literally traveled 350 kilometers to watch it in 4K for all the sharpness.
mm,
Suddenly everything was blurred. Then I realized my eyes were filled with tears. I immediately wiped it off so I could so I didn't want to miss a single frame. But
mm,
yeah, one of the greatest space exploration films, and it pays homages also to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Like
yeah.
when they when he falls into the black hole, see some
Mm.
random particles hitting
Oh,
him, and you see him. moving his head, and there's a lot of lights on his face. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, 2001 Space Odyssey. I wish that gets an IMAX re-release, man. Yeah, and even the centrifuge, they look, the camera
Hmm.
tilts by 90 degree.
Hmm.
The entire design mimics the one in 2001 Space Odyssey, where he jogs.
Oh yeah, he runs.
Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy how this is a classic paying homage to another classic.
So art inspires art.
Art,
Art
yeah,
begets art.
yeah, man.
Yeah, the number of setups and payoffs. Mm, all those, all the scenes work out because of that. I think
Yeah,
every scene has some setup, some payoff, some minute setup, minute
yeah,
payoff, motifs. Everything you find in the textbook is there in the
yeah.
movie.
Point,
I think it's a proof that sticking to textbooks, you can make masterpieces like Interstellar.
point. The even the when talking about setups and payoffs, Romilly casually mentions it in a conversation. That just if you're going back, and before they get to know that Doctor Man is evil,
Mm.
uh, Romilly casually mentions to Cooper that since you're taking a journey back, why don't you just
Link shot.
no, just look into the hole and see if you could get quantum data that would be gold to the equation back on Earth.
Mm.
And yeah, I missed this part when I watched it before.
That's again exposition. That's not setup and payoff.
Oh, but
Because if
he goes into the black hole.
um, like he goes into the
But
black
they don't say
hole,
it explicitly, no. So that's why I feel
saying it expl exposition is giving information.
okay.
And if let's say he doesn't tell it and he goes into the black hole,
Hmm.
what would you think? What's
That's a failed
happening?
payoff.
No, there's no information at all for you to understand.
Okay, okay, okay. Hmm.
Setup and
So I
payoff is
always thought
something like
exposition, the setup was done via the exposition, but yeah.
setup and payoff is something like a scene you have. I think maybe there's a minor difference between setup and payoff and exposition.
Yeah, you and I get
Exposition,
confused.
so setup and payoff is you set something up like a scene, like and it repeats itself some other time, like Murph's hiding under the coat first, and here he while he's going to NASA for the takeoff, he again checks if she's there and she's not there, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a callback, something that I don't
Yeah,
know, whatever.
I'll actually check it out. Yeah,
Uh, but there are
and
many scenes
yeah.
where they keep repeating. I think most of Nolan movies has this repeat things repeat on it. Many scenes repeat,
Oh,
like even the dialogues also repeat. That's how you have that. What do you call? See, once you instill an idea, and the second time it's again happening, you it creates a feeling of anticipation. No? So this is gonna happen. There and either two things will happen. The viewer will be right,
hmm.
or he'll be surprised. Both
Oh,
is a
okay.
win for the
Yeah.
viewer.
Hmm.
So first time is a risk. So make it fun first time. First time when Murph is under the coat while going in a car, it's a fun thing. She's going. He told her not to come, but she still comes. It's a cute thing. But second time it happens, it hits you.
Yeah.
You know the anticipation hits you, the scene hits you. All of that is so well done. I don't think. there's any movie that does it so well.
Okay, this question, showdown question or something. Which is your favorite Nolan film? Which one do you think is the best?
Not watched, I should rewatch, maybe do a marathon and then decide.
Hmm.
But I think top five in not correct order would
Hmm.
definitely have Interstellar, Dark Knight, all generic stuff. Prestige. He has
Hmm.
made only 10 movies. Maybe
Yeah.
three, top three would be that.
Hmm.
Even Inception is also pretty good. The
I don't feel Inception, man. I don't know. I think I'm in the
yeah,
minority.
the emotion doesn't hit, but
Yeah.
the whole idea. He makes epic events,
Yeah.
ideas, and somehow tries to put emotions into it, make it work. Like
Inception simply doesn't hit me. I tried rewatching it very recently.
longing of a father to see his kids,
Hmm.
all of that. Because it here there father emotion is a very constant thing. Like Killian Murphy's character and his dad or fan, he'll have in that case. No, what is it? Locker.
Hmm.
That is a father son emotion. Again, DiCaprio and his kids emotion. All of that he tries to capture it through the movie.
Is there some father emotion in Tenet? Or more like brotherly
It's
emotion?
mother
Mother and yeah,
and kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
some
what else? What else? What else? Prestige, no, Prestige doesn't have. Prestige is all about betrayal and
yeah,
tricks
it's more
and
like
stuff.
Shakespearean
Shakespearean drama.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun.
Mm, yeah. And of course, Batman Dark Knight. Batman Begins. It's like parents. That's literally how our protagonist transforms. Yeah, he cracked it.
It's you just have to learn. It's not that tough.
I
Can
gotta,
do.
I gotta read them. Gotta read them fat ass books.
You don't have to read everything. You just have to pick, read a chapter, close it off.
Oh, that works.
Whatever makes you read. I don't know. You just have to read. It'll make you read. That's all.
Okay. But yeah.
I've mostly watched YouTube videos. You can watch
Hmm.
that one.
But yeah. Oh,
What
and
else about
practical
Interstellar?
effects.
Oh,
Practical effects. The cornfield. And I always thought when the cornfield chase happens and they
mm,
encounter the drone, uh, I never really understood the purpose of it. But now that you said that it's established right from the beginning that she's the smart one and the Tom Cooper is more of a farming person. Now I can see why they have included the scene, and also it's also there to for us to
it's
empathize with
there
the
to
machines, maybe.
it's there to tell that Cooper, the family is not the family, but Cooper. What? So what's his first name?
Joseph Cooper.
His he is a pilot who can hack into
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
Who knows his work in aircraft and all of that.
Yeah.
That's again exposition there, and also
What?
about cornfield.
Hmm.
You so it's just cornfield for acres and acres and all of that.
Yeah. What I also thought is when they land the drone, you see Murph saying that why don't we just let it go? It's not harming anyone.
Hmm.
She speaks as if she's talking about a thing with feelings,
Hmm.
but it's just a machine.
Hmm.
And yeah, and he says, I'll make it do something more socially responsible, like like mow a lawn or something. I don't know, he says
Hmm.
something. So he extracts the power component of it and he installs it in his place. But then a few
Yeah.
moments or scene after that, we are introduced to Tars, who's a
Hmm.
machine, and you think like I can make the connection that both of them are machines and they are uh, you think they have feelings, but they are not. They just
Hmm.
do what you tell them to do, and that's exactly what Tars does in the end, drop into the black hole.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I don't know, I find this connection to be there, so that that scene makes sense to me.
Hmm. Kingston, but Murph showing empathy to machines is not utilized anywhere else. Again,
Hmm. No,
it's just
but
there.
I think that's like audience's perspective. So when Murphs does that, we don't feel it. But when
Hmm.
Tars is there, who's more active,
Hmm.
so you're seeing Tars the way Murph saw the plane, the drone.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like there is some purpose to that scene. I mean, apart from what we discussed. But yeah, and I think I watched it enough for not to visit for another year or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I watched it was in lockdown.
Hmm.
The some pirated IMAX print. So yeah. First time I watched it was on HBO, man. I didn't understand anything. And HBO had two timings. 1 p.m. in the afternoon show and one in 7 or 9 p.m.
Hmm.
So even after that, I think it made sense narratively when I watched it second time. But all the technical heebie-jeebies, they flew out of my head till very later that I realized all of that is from a physicist. So it had to make sense one way or other. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what else
We
can we
should
talk
keep
about?
revisiting movies
Yeah.
so that we'll understand better.
Yep. And this came in 2014. So proper 10 years.
Every 10 years, IMAX re-release.
Next, hopefully, Blade Runner 2049. Somehow, someone should play it on an IMAX 2049. Yeah,
Hmm.
hoping for that.
Maybe who owns it? Warner Bros. Or
Sony, Columbia.
hmm.
They, I think they themselves are in loss or something, dude.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Craven the Hunter, Madam Web, big time flops, and they also stopped producing physicals, like physical
Oh.
CDs.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe they could make more some money via re-release. I don't know, but yeah. Okay. So anything else?
Sorry.
Hmm. Next one. Oh my god, this film. I This was the next day that I watched Interstellar,
Hmm.
and since I was in Coimbatore Broadway Cinemas, there's another PLF screen, premium large format. It's called as Epic or EPIQ.
Huh.
It's just like our PXL, but much more larger, and they don't cover it with black cloth, so that it's
Hmm.
flat screen. And this was presented in CinemaScope, so it was okay. It was an okayish watch. The reason why
Hmm.
I'm saying this is, once there is a lot of mystery in the first half, second act, okay, where I was with the director. I was If the director wanted me to clap, I was clapping. The director wanted me to uh, be in awe or get shocked, I was on it. Okay, but once the motivations are revealed in the second half, you don't care about it anymore. You
Mm.
literally don't care about it anymore. There is an nice action choreography that Wait, did you watch
Yeah.
the film?
No, no.
Okay, I won't reveal it. There's an action episode that
Inside the
happens.
car.
Yeah, dude, it looks amazing, but it didn't hit me because there is no mystery at all. Like there is nothing. Like I don't know. I kind of stopped rooting for them only for the
Mm.
who's the protagonist.
Protagonist.
His name is Arjun, and the villain is
Mm.
Arjun Sarja. So I keep confusing. Ajit's name is Arjun. Yeah, and even the starting of the film, they start with the love story, like how they met, how they came
Yeah.
to get
Mm.
married, and everything. And that is set in a non-linear way, like 10 years ago, then 5 years ago, or something like that, or I think
Oh.
it's months ago, 10 months ago or something,
Mm.
which is okay, but felt very unnecessary after watching the entire run. Of course, she's timeless, man. Trisha, right? She looks fab in those. I don't know if it's makeup or digital touch up. I'm not sure. She looks amazing. The entire scene where the film, those long stretches of roads, all those wide shots, how the Dubai police works and everything. I mean, Dubai or Abu Dhabi or Azerbaijan, all
Mm.
those Middle Eastern countries. It looks beautiful. Okay, it honestly production values were top notch. It's a remake of some 90s film. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. But yeah, whatever happens in the first half, I was on it. Second half, things get too ridiculous. So you're like, whatever. Of course, I haven't seen Thadam, same director. I think you told me.
Tadam. Yeah, you should watch Tadam.
I don't know how his other films are, but
Mm.
first half, big fan, man. Second act, big fan. Whatever happens later on is okay.
If you like the mystery part, the curiosity that
Yeah,
he tries to invoke,
yeah.
you'll like Tadam because the entire movie is like that.
Oh, oh, okay.
You will keep guessing until the end. So I'll no, you watch it. It's
I'll watch it.
crazy.
I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch Thadam. Should I
You
watch Thadam or should I watch Red?
know, I
Okay, Thadam itself.
no,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
I've
yeah,
not watched Red, but what's the original?
okay. I'll watch the original. And yeah, and also the screen, right? It is as big as the IMAX screen that I visited the previous day, but sound system is more punchy. There it was
Mm.
balanced for IMAX standards, of course, but here uh, there's a scene in Highway. Yeah, the whole same car scene. The constant beat that keeps coming.
Mm. Yeah.
I could see the middle right part of the screen. It was vibing. Like, there were like waves coming off because of the screen. I'm like, what madness. But yeah, seats were also damn comfy, dude. Like both the screens. We are
Coimbatore people are lucky.
absolutely lucky. I met like other cinephiles. Oh, I met Katie Cloudy as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we talked about Interstellar and uh, how the screens are in Bangalore and how it is in Coimbatore. Yeah, man, bro, somebody's like stage a protest or something, man. PVR, they're just looting us. That's what I realized.
Mm.
And they
Oh, yeah.
also
What was
made.
the prices?
I paid $500 for Interstellar.
Mm.
For
Okay.
this one, I paid around 400 per ticket. Because it was an Epic screen, and also
Mm.
coffee was 120 rupees. Here, coffee I bought it when I went to watch Sankranti Kostanam. It was 350 something. I got it in India, man.
No.
I also heard there was some person who was sitting beside me. He told me that he comes to Broadway cinemas just to eat sometimes. The food is that good. And then I realized,
Mm.
I mean, when I was walking, because Interstellar was like an event film for
Hmm.
the entire market, they made in Interstellar special American corn dog as a dish. Like the chefs
Nice.
prepared it. I didn't
Hmm.
try it because I was in a hurry. So yeah, I should have tried it. Now that I think about it, yeah. And the person who owns the CEO, she's just 22 years old. Her name is Neha Satish.
Hmm.
Uh,
See,
and yeah, turns out that she's like very well off. She's the granddaughter of the KMCH hospital chairman or something.
of course, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, like,
How can someone own?
but yeah, bro. But they're passionate, man. Like
Yeah,
the chef,
that
the
that's what the
service.
well-off people have to do. If I was well-off
Yeah,
enough to build a theater, I would have built it in Bangalore.
true
Best
IMAX,
theater in, yes,
1570 mm. Yeah,
yes.
shit.
There are, I think there are easily whatever, how much ever rich he is, there are richer people in Bangalore, but they are not passionate enough.
Exactly, bro. I don't know. Somehow, some rich cinephile rises up and saves us from the stupid PVR monopoly. But yeah, yeah, Vidaamuyarchi. Another thing. I don't know Tamil, and there were no subtitles. So again, my judgment may be off. But
Mm.
I surprisingly understood, dude. It's not like it was a big deal, and
I
I
think
got
there
it.
were less dialogues.
No, there were dialogues. There were
Mm.
you see characters fighting like even before the mystery begins. A lot of confrontation, like
Okay,
couple confrontation. I
okay.
surprisingly caught all most of it, but yeah,
Then you should start watching without subtitles so that you
yeah.
will start learning.
I'll learn
That's how I
Tamil.
learned.
I know Kannada, Telugu already. Tamil I'll learn off. Yeah, well,
Mm,
French
I
I know
learned
half of.
through movies.
Telugu I learned because of films, actually. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's all for Tuniv.
Bro,
No, that's not Why did I say
Vidaamuyarchi,
Tunivu? What is Tunivu?
his old movie, the previous movie.
Oh, that bank robbery thing.
H. Vinod,
Oh shit, my bad. But yeah, that's all for Vidai Murachi. Nothing
Muyarchi. Yeah,
weird cheap. But I don't think I'll like revisit it or something. I should definitely check it out. Check out Tadam.
check out Tadam. Yes,
Yeah,
you'll have fun.
yeah.
The way they reveal the twist, I think it happens in the interval, and they
Oh,
hold the curiosity, the mystery till the climax. It's very well made.
okay. Oh, this is again the same old thing.
Yes, nice.
Oh man, Trikram's best popcorn fun film. You know, like you don't.
Yeah,
I think Kaleja was made before this one. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
2010.
This was the movie after Kaleja.
Kaleja. So you see in
Every movie
Kaleja, yeah.
after
Continue.
Trivikram, after Trivikram flop, next movie will be great.
Yeah.
So whatever movie Trivikram makes next, first day first show, I'm seated.
Yeah, he's making a new one with Allu Arjun, and
Yeah,
it's like some Kartikeya Shiva
yeah.
mythological thing.
So show
Some say it's like
fantasy.
God of War
Uh,
type of thing, but let's see, bro. Let's see how Bai is gonna perform. We already saw Pushpa, but yeah,
I will perform.
yeah.
There's no doubt in that.
Trikrams
But
only, dude. Dude, I hope they get good producer, man. Like unlike Guntur Kal,
uh, yeah,
and they don't add
but
meme
I think
references.
if it's Trivikram, it'll be Harika Asini,
No,
those
I just don't want
Nagavamshi guy.
Nagvamshi to
It'll be him
do it.
only,
I don't want.
but it'll be his
Yeah, his
uncle.
uncle's banner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all Trivikram movies the same way.
Hmm. I think
From
from
Son of
July only,
Satyam also.
Harika Hasni. From
Yeah,
July.
yeah, they
Uh,
are relatives or something.
oh, okay. I didn't know this. But yeah, dude, July. Why July holds a special place for me is I used to think Allu Arjun is some okay guy before July. I honestly only liked Happy, Bunny, Arya. Vedam was there, but Vedam was too adult of a film for me back then.
Yeah,
Okay. Arya 2 also I didn't like. Badrinath, don't even start about it. Okay. But July is
you're
something
mentioning
that,
all the flop,
yeah,
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 all the bad movies.
yeah. Deshamuduru was there, but
It's fun.
I discovered it I rediscovered it later in like when I was 11th or 12th. But then up
I had
until
a
that
DVD
point,
player in
oh,
my home. I mean, not player, the DVD
CD,
of
yeah,
Deshamudru. I used to watch it.
crazy dude. First opening scene only is crazy. Like,
Crazy. That who's your favorite actor or something?
yeah,
Puri. We need to come back from Puri. Man.
I lost hope at that point. What was the
Yeah,
last one? Smart Shankar 2, Double Smart. Never mind, man. It's okay.
yeah.
It's
You're
okay.
telling about
I'm
July.
good. Oh, yeah. Kaleja or even Jalsa, you see characters or talking like comedically in one frame. Cut to
Hmm.
other frame, they're like speaking deeply about society or I don't know, something about love, like in
Hmm.
Jalsa, like how like preserve your self-respect or something. And in Kaleja, it's all godly stuff,
Hmm.
entire second half. But July for me is something else, dude, because you see a protagonist is this chill, I don't care kind of guy, but suddenly faced with a problem where people far more powerful than him are against him. Okay, like there's a gangster, there's police, there's who's the politician, but you don't see him saying, talking about society or anything, but he does all the Trivikram things like acid కొట్టాలి బాత్రూంలో పురుగులు పోవాలంటే యాసిడ్ కొట్టాలి బాబాయ్ సెంట్ కాదు, he says all this, but it doesn't feel like it comes from him internally only, so I think it's performance I should credit.
No. See, in July,
Huh.
the character didn't want to. His intention is
Hmm.
not to save society.
Yeah, yeah,
Is not to do anything.
yeah,
By circumstances, he is there.
yeah,
He somehow got there, and it plays out very well with the character,
yeah,
with the circumstance. And again, he's moved out to somewhere else. Again, there also they cross each other's path. His intention is never to be serious or something like that. He just want to chill, but somehow he's there in that place, right? Wrong time, wrong place,
yeah,
and with his character, the witty character, he comes out of it,
yeah,
and finally, he's forced into a position where he has to finish the antagonist.
yeah,
So it plays out the whole whatever you're telling. It perfectly fits for the character, for the plot, whatever is happening. In other movies, they had to get serious
yeah,
because they wanted to do. Here, he doesn't want to do.
yeah,
Here, he just want to exist. But somehow, his destiny is to face against that
yeah.
antagonist. That's
And
how it
also
works.
the heroine track, the love story romance part.
Hmm. Yeah.
He actually sees a girl and he goes and there's a separate track that starts. But I don't
Hmm.
think that was the case with Jalsa or Kaleja. In
Hmm.
Jalsa, you see the heroine liking the protagonist, and she'll be head over heels for him. And coming to Kaleja, entire first half is them fighting with each other.
Hmm.
So it wasn't romantic. Of course, it wasn't needed for those two films. The point was
Hmm.
something else. But here, the proper commercial popcorn film with Trivikram's touch, everything was tuned well
Yeah.
for July.
Here, yeah. The again the character.
Yeah,
He's someone who goes behind girls.
yeah,
His age, the character, everything suits well.
yeah,
So him going behind people is not out of the character. for the world that they've created, for the character they've built, it falls in place.
Yeah.
Maybe if there wasn't a female uh act, I mean female character who this guy doesn't go behind, it would have felt odd,
Hmm.
out of character.
Yeah. So,
I
and
think.
interval scene, dude. I still remember.
uh,
Uh, I sat in the theater, and this was back in 2012. So back in
mm,
Bellary, there were no allotted seats, like no numbers. You just go in, grab the seat you want to. I sat in balcony middle row. I could see the
mm,
screen, but I thought the screen would look bigger if I go in the front row of balcony screen. And I asked my uncle to switch. My uncle did. Turns out that when I sat, I could literally see only half of the screen, half like the first top, the top of the screen. The bottom of the screen was gone. And just
mm.
before coming to the movie, one of my friends told me that look out for Allu Arjun's dances. It's crazy. I couldn't see his legs only, dude. It was like that.
And you sat the entire movie like that only.
No, no, no. What I did is I
Ah,
put my legs up.
yeah,
I did
God.
some yoga asana thing, and then I could see the screen. I was like
Mm,
4.7. I still remember I was
mm,
4.7 when this film came out. So yeah, that was that.
mm.
And songs are also evergreen, man. Evergreen.
Yeah, I listen to it now also while
Yeah.
going to opposite place, autoplay.
Yes. It's one orange, Kaleja, July, and yeah, Surya Son of Krishnan. I think these four
Mm,
will always be in my playlist, no matter what. And after listening
mm.
to this only, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go book DSP concert, and yeah,
Yeah, book.
yeah, I booked.
Where is it
Uh,
taking
it's,
place?
it's nice grounds near IKEA.
Ah, yeah,
It's over there. But
nice.
yeah, but I booked the silver ones, not the fancy diamond or gold ones.
They
So
have holy tone.
yeah, they have VIP auditorium something something. I just booked the silver ones, 1,500 bucks.
Oh,
Yeah,
silver is 15, then diamond
yeah.
would be
Highest is
2K.
gold is 2,000.
Hmm.
Rest of it is like 4,000 something. But yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. I just wanna listen to it. But yeah, let's see how that goes. That's in next month, 15th.
Hmm. Holy.
Hopefully they play non
Yeah.
DSP songs as well somehow. But yeah, and second half, now after watching it countless number of times, the second half stretch feels little like a filler, like a redundant part. But no, it's fine, dude. It's okay. Good film, good memories. It was bound to happen.
Don't have to spoil it. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And also, dude, intermission, wake up call, all the dialogues amazing. They ripped off a scene from Lethal Weapon, which I realized it
Yeah.
later. But I'm like, okay, fuck it, dude. It's fine. It's
If
just Thrilkram
if
going
it's
bonkers.
Vikram movie, then
Yeah.
there must be a ripped off scene.
Yeah.
Either
Also,
the
they
story is ripped off or the scene.
it's shot on film, and cinematography was
Oh.
Sam K. Naidu.
Hmm.
So I really enjoy the blues, like the blue vibe it has, the entire film. I think that's what
Hmm.
drew me back then in seventh grade because it looked so distinct when I
Hmm.
compared it to other films. Every other
Hmm.
film was like warmth. I think Nenona Rakshasi, Golimar. I
Hmm.
think I watched all these films back then only at once. So, but
Hmm.
this film had that cool, light, cool tone, blue look.
Hmm.
And yeah, man, shot on film supremacy. Every frame looks amazing
Hmm.
for a commercial film. So yeah, now filmmakers have become lazy. I don't know. Yeah, and DSP songs were good. And best Rajendra Prasad role that I enjoyed, like
Mm.
funny. I of course he was there in Son of Satyamurti. He was there in Sarileru Nikevaru. He was there in that what was that
All
film
of that.
Malavaikuntapuramlo. But which are all comedic roles.
Mm.
Uh, but I
But
the comedy hits
this,
me with this only with July, like,
this
and
was the
that this was
first,
comeback.
yeah,
Yeah,
because of this only, whatever movies you mentioned, they
yeah.
started casting him in all
Point.
those movies.
Yeah.
What was the last movie you told? Sarileru
Alavaikuntapuramlo.
Nikaru. Where is,
Alavaikuntapuram.
oh yeah, Alavankantapuramlo is there in like
Police.
two scenes.
Yeah, yeah, but very limited.
Yeah.
So, uh, was he there in other Trivikram film? No, I don't think so. Wasn't there in Guntur Karam, no?
Hmm.
Nope. And I think this is the this marks that phase of Trivikram for me. Attarinti
Yeah.
Daredi was again family revamp and
Mm.
everything. That's like Trivikram 2.0 for me. But here, this marks that end of an era, July.
July is like the transitioning phase.
Hmm.
He was there, it's like 50% of the new one, but 50% old one.
Yeah.
From Attar and Kidaredi, he completely shifted to that,
True. True.
whatever
True
is
that.
all
And
his
also, do
making style,
yeah,
everything.
it is kind of embarrassing when the whole just when he gets into the car with the villain,
Mm.
the first
Mm.
intro, he solves some Rubik's cube,
Mm.
and then he says, "Varam రోజులు పడుతుంది." He solves చేయడానికి. Oh, what an amazing protagonist we got! What a smart protagonist! But then turns after like 2 years something, I learned that it's all algorithm based. You
Yeah,
can just solve it within minutes.
technique.
Yeah, but still that scene hits me, bro. Like he walks out of the car, there's some vehicle comes and he jumps and
Mm.
just does a
Yeah.
swirl with it. I know it's all wire, I know that, I agree, but the way the scene was lit, with that brown tint and some shiny thing because it was raining, yeah, also raindrops, Allu Arjun's wet hair look and his jacket
Mm.
also. It's like some. It's very casual. Like you could find in any middle class home. Okay, that jacket and of course the museum of music of DSP. It hits you perfect. So that scene still works. You know, even after a decade, even after the whole logical, miss logic, that scene still works to me. And every time
Mm.
that the following scene comes, Dhonigadu Nada Poeda, Dhonigadu Nada Poeda. I say that.
Uh,
All the dialogues are good. All the dialogues are funny.
yeah.
Yeah. And entry also so simple, bro. But so
Mm.
amazing. పైనుంచి దీని ఆపాలంటే ఎవడైనా పైనుంచి దిగి రావాలి is what Sonu Sood says. And then this
Mm.
dude will be seeing the sky. Crazy.
And the transition. Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Decade. Seventh grade feels like some 2 years ago.
13 years, bro, not a decade.
Oh
More
shit,
than
what? Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, man.
you were
13 years.
younger. You were younger than.
4.7 feet.
No,
Yeah.
no, you
I
were
was 5. Yeah.
12-year old. You watched it. Not
I
even
was
12
11
years.
years. 11.
Uh,
11.
you were 11-year old, and the movie is older than you
Shit.
technically. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Crazy. But yeah. Hopefully, the new film. I don't want it to be another July. I want it to be something
and
else
there's
entirely
no
with
way.
Vikram. But yeah,
Mm,
good old commercial film. We don't get them anymore. Do we
yeah,
have any other film like that? DJ Tillu? DJ Tillu also is more character centric and a sequel, not commercial commercial.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, bro.
I like DJ looks. I don't know.
You
There's
don't
no
like
plot.
DJ Tillu?
There's nothing happening. I like the first half of part one.
I like, yeah, I like first of the part one. DJ Tilu 2, first off, I was, because it was mimicking its prequel.
Yeah.
Second half, things were slightly better, but yeah, whatever. You just, paying the money for the Tilu guy. I mean,
Mm.
that's how the film says, I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see for Jack. Let's see if it's gonna
I
crack.
think, yeah, Jack will
I'm
be
sorry,
something
I
like
don't have too much Jack crack. I said,
Crack Jack.
yeah,
I think Jack will be something like July. The making, the quality,
yeah.
the budget
It
won't
feels
be like
local. It
pan
feels
India.
Hyderabad.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel pan India.
Telugu movie. It will be a proper Telugu movie.
Yeah.
We have very less Telugu movies now, yeah.
Last film I felt like that, which is like proper local, proper Hyderabadi, at least from the trailer, was Agent.
Bro. Oof.
I know.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
The
Oh wait, did
fuck,
you watch
bro?
the film?
No,
I watched it in theaters, man. I was one of the
yeah,
very few lucky ones. Yeah. S-
it's out in Hindi. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think
somebody
it will
dubbed it
never be out.
into Telugu and released it on piracy, like theater Telugu audio,
Okay,
and
okay.
yeah.
But this Hindi YouTube version, they edit a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they've edited Agent, but in
If they
general, they
did,
edit
it
out.
would have. If they did, very intelligent decision. Not gonna lie. Yeah,
Possible. It might be better in Hindi.
yeah. Actually, maybe. But yeah, good old times, man. Time. Next one again, Interstellar.
Interstellar,
This.
Interstellar.
This is the time I watched it with family.
Hmm.
Round three again in IMAX. I don't know, typo INC, but yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much it from my side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have
Wolfman.
to.
What's this?
Yes. What's his name? It's a tough name to pronounce, but yeah, the director. I think is with the right budget, right marketing, right plot, he'll be one of the best filmmakers soon
Okay,
because he's able to use filmmaking in a way to give you a special experience. Like he understands filmmaking, the sound,
okay. So
the
like
visuals.
Rajamouli, like
No, no, no,
he
no.
delivers a spectacle, right? Like Rajamouli. So
I'll explain. Like you have watched Hollow Man, right?
yeah,
In Hollow Man, he, I think that's the proper first
the
movie
Invisible
that used
Man,
mock about. I'm
the
talking about.
Invisible Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah. So
Invisible Man.
okay,
Yeah, he uses Mokobot for the first time. I think that's the first movie that was popular that used Mokobot, and then
okay.
Trans.
I think
I
Trans
don't
came before.
think. Okay,
Let me check.
but yeah,
Yeah, Trans came before. Trans came before.
um,
Yeah.
in the way he uses like all these techniques to give us the experience of
Mm.
what the character is going through in the movie is brilliant. Like
Okay.
in Wolfman, what he does is he has this character which is turning into a wolf, like werewolf. And I
Okay.
think this first film we get to see the perspective of the werewolf. Like his senses are being enhanced. He's able to see night vision.
Okay.
The sound is being he's able to pick up minute sounds and all of that. When you see it, no, he he switches it from the POV of the basically there are three characters: the father, wife, daughter. So father is bitten by a werewolf
Mm.
and they're trapped in a house.
Okay.
And father is slowly turning into a werewolf, and mother and daughter are in the house, and they're trying. They also are not clear that what's happening to him because they don't know. They would have been attacked by something, but they think he got hurt while escaping from it, but it was actually a werewolf that would have scratched him.
Hmm.
And the way they transition, like he switches the POV from werewolf to the normal human, and the normal human to werewolf, and through that he uh, give us gives us the exposition or plot points. The entire technique is it's very new.
Okay.
I think all of this it's, filmmaking everyone was like now we have books which we know how to write, we know how to shoot, but innovation I think very few people are doing in mainstream stories like these.
Okay.
So I think if he cracks the next movie, it'll be huge
Oh.
because some movie like Invisible Man, he made almost 150 million on 14 million budget.
Hmm.
Upgrade is 2 or 3, 4 million. That's all, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So with very minute budget, he is able to deliver nice
It's like another
content.
character
So
Edwards.
yeah, we'll get to see someone I can bet on. And also, he has been. I think we spoke about him in our previous video also.
Yeah,
He has been delivering great content.
yeah.
Would I? And but there are flaws in Wolfman. There's just very uh, the interaction between mother and daughter is not very well established. If they could, if maybe at one or two scenes between them bonding, thinking about
Hmm.
their father, something that would have helped. Here they just try to. s- It's all about the daughter and father's bonding, how they would have set up a lot in the initial first act, and the entire second and third act is him transforming to wolf and giving payoff to all of that. Would I ask you to watch? Yes, it's
Hmm.
a nice watch, but uh, there are flaws.
Okay.
You can watch it.
I'll do that. Yeah. And you watch it on Prime?
No, I
Oh,
downloaded it on
okay, okay,
Telegram,
okay.
but I don't think it's out on Prime.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, only all these. Okay. Damn, some people have rated 5 and all. Some people have rated 2. Okay, interesting. Interesting range. I'll
Yeah,
check it out. Yeah.
polarizing
Hmm.
reviews.
Yeah.
I would give it maybe 3 or something.
Okay. Hmm. Mura.
Uh,
What
I-
this? Oh, I know this. I know this. I mean, I've seen
mm, mm,
my mom watching it. It's about this guy. This guy gets killed in some building in the end by
yeah,
that
yeah,
young guy. A young guy will
yeah,
go to Bangalore or something to kill
yeah.
some lady, and then car comes and I know like bits, but yeah.
I watched some stupid reel that tells
Oh,
this is like Avesham but more realistic, all of that shit, and watched.
oh shit.
But it's fine. It's
Oh,
commercial. That's there are audience for this.
is
Like
this Malayalam?
yeah, Malayalam.
Malayalam. Hmm.
It's
Damn. Okay.
very it's very convenient kind of plot. It's like Avesham only,
Hmm.
but here the kids want to become rowdies. They join this guy, and this guy just uses them for
Hmm.
something and betrays all of them. And, and this guy ends up killing all of the kids, and one guy is left, and the one guy kills him. That's the
Hmm.
scene that you mentioned.
Ah, ha, ha.
Uh, and that guy tries to kill that woman, and that woman, and he dies in the car accident, and and again they kill that woman also. Some fuck all movie, bro. Waste of time.
Okay.
Mm, it's fine. It's like some 3, 4 scenes. That's all. The movie, entire movies, three,
Okay.
four scenes. They've just stretched it so long,
Oh.
made it a movie.
Mm.
Mm. I wouldn't watch it again.
So, next is Interstellar.
Yeah,
We talked. Oh, which is Pani.
funny, funny,
Oh,
funny
Tamil.
chop. No,
Oh,
no, Malayalam.
oh, they also call it Pani. Okay.
Yeah. Again, there's also like commercial movie of
Okay.
Korean. Have you watched this movie called Unstoppable?
Rain.
No, no. That
Unstoppable.
is
That
Train to
Tony Scott
Busan.
film.
No, 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 no. Korean Unstoppable.
Oh no, 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 I haven't seen it.
I think. See, the plot is so thin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a protagonist, and he's a big rowdy, and he has a big rowdy family,
Okay.
friends, and everything. And there are two kids who are like, uh, what do you call it? Killers who you can hire to kill.
Okay.
So there's this rowdy, the protagonist. He has a beautiful wife, and they misbehave with her. So this guy thrashes them when that happens.
Mm.
Now, now these kids end up like they when no one is in the house, they come here, they rape that lady, and from now it's like a cat and mouse chase between this rowdy gang and the two kids.
Okay.
That's the plot, and that's
Hey,
what they do.
this feels somewhat similar to that Nayantara movie, right?
It's on.
Nayantara movie where she'll be this housewife. She goes to terrace to do some household work, and this she encounters some teenage boys smoking the W, and they try to misbehave with her. But instead of her husband taking revenge, she herself takes revenge. But yeah, pretty old Z Telugu dub movie. I'm not sure when it came out, but yeah,
Okay.
I think the
Um,
husband is the one who's the director of that. My dear lover, na na. That guy is Sundar C.
Sundar C. Uh,
I think Sundar C is the. Yeah, I don't know.
okay.
Yeah.
But funny, it's like that's the plot, and these two kids, it's just very convenient for them. They easily kill all the everyone in the family. The way they set it up is these rowdy family is the biggest family in their district.
Okay.
They know everyone, but these kids so easily get into their house, kill everyone. They kill like it's like so basically there are like in the gang there are like four heads who
Okay.
are his brother and friend, and they kill one by one everyone. And in the end, the protagonist is left, and he'll take the revenge. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's very convenient. There's no mystery or some
Okay.
tension that creates nothing.
Okay.
It just happens. You can predict it. You can see the climax from miles ahead, something like that. But it's a hit. It was a good movie. I
Oh,
mean, well, it did well in the box office
I didn't even know this film
because
existed.
because of the stylized way it was made.
Okay.
It's it's
Was it
okay to
as
watch it.
stylistic as Marco?
Have you watched Marco?
I watched bits this morning.
Did you like it?
No, no, like
Okay.
I didn't watch the entire film.
Okay.
Just like few things, they'll be like wearing suits and all, and one point
Um,
his face is like covered with blood. It looked very, I don't know, very stylish. I thought it was animal at some point. Like I was just skipping through the scenes.
mhm.
But yeah, I think I'll watch Marco as well soon.
Yeah, somewhat like Marco.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, yeah, the way the fights were choreographed and all of that, it is on the lines of Marco. Like, yeah,
Okay.
even the plot is also kind of similar. Two big mafia families. Marco is basically two big mafia families killing each
Okay.
other.
Okay. Okay. I
Mm.
see.
And here it's one mafia family and two random kids killing all of them.
Hmm. Okay. I think
And
I'll
if you
check
have
out Marco
nothing to
only then.
watch, yeah, you can watch Marco. I didn't. Maybe when
Yeah.
you watch, we'll talk about it
Yeah. Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
next week.
we did talk about it in some episode,
Yeah,
fourth or third episode. Yeah. Yeah. So, Wind River.
Pani River. Have you watched this?
This is old film or what?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm no, I haven't seen it. Oh,
crazy good, bro. It's as I wouldn't tell as good as Prisoners, but one step below Prisoners. Something like that.
like in the same league. Okay, one step
Uh,
below. Okay.
yeah, because Prisoner is. I love Prisoners because of the entire Prisoners is so well thought of. Like it's a huge plot. It has all this uh, mythology, not mythology, some kind of mythology touch to it, where the what is- the kidnapper is
Hmm.
in some kind of cult. That's why he's doing all of this mysterious. You chop off all of that, but here they've maintained the mystery, the making, the stylistic choices. It this happens in the Alps, I guess, or I don't know the exact state, but the entire movie is in snow,
Okay.
and snow is a very the region is a very important character in the movie. Like it's the core because of that only the entire plot happens. It's a
Hmm.
very nice movie to give an example for the location as a character. The
Is it similar to that James Mangold film you told me to watch, which I watched?
uh, James Mangold,
Yeah, that film. They're like 13.
Arizona.
No, no,
Oh,
no, 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 no. Like there'll be a bunch of people stuck on a rainy night. They'll be stuck in a hotel
okay, okay, okay. No,
and
that is yeah, identity.
identity. Yeah.
That is like that could have taken place anywhere. Like the same story could have taken place in India also,
Okay.
in a rainforest or in a desert region, anywhere. But here, the snow is a cause for many things, like isolation of people and what people do in isolation,
Okay.
how it affects your psyche
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. And also, you'll have to watch the movie. Like, if I
I'll.
have to
Yeah.
explain, it's very well made. Even
Okay.
it's actually about, and they try to give awareness about the Indians there, not the native Indians.
Native
About
Americans.
yeah, Native Americans and Indians the same.
I mean, when they say Indians, the original Indians of USA, it's like Native Americans. So I got confused.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, it's a female from that community is her dead body is found,
Okay.
and they try to find out who killed her and
Okay.
the cause. It's very well made. The kind of atmosphere they create, it's very similar to Prisoners.
Okay.
Like, but yeah, here the emotion is a bit different because uh, in Jeremy Renner's character
Mm.
is not the father, like father of the victim,
Mm-hmm.
but there in Prisoners, he's directly related because he's the father and he is desperate to to save his daughter.
Okay.
But here he is someone who has experienced a similar thing.
Okay.
Like his own daughter would have died few years ago in a similar way,
Ah ha ha.
and it's kind of a payoff for that also.
Okay.
Finding finding her, and he is a hunter, so all of that it plays out very well to the
Okay.
plot. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, they live in a hilly region, so their livestock getting killed by animals like wolves or coyotes is common. So his job is to kill them,
Okay.
and he turns out to be someone who is going to hunt the killers of the females and all of that. I love movies which have these themes that play out. The characters also set in perfectly, like proper
Mm.
puzzle. They fit
Mm.
in everything properly.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
Mm.
You'll have
I'll
to definitely watch this.
check it
It's
out.
just 1.5 hours.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, and Prisoners is like 2.5 hours. That's why
Oh, I thought it was three. I mean, it felt like
it
three, I
feels
guess.
like
Yeah.
three. Yeah, it's so big. The amount of information is so much.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Had to change locations. But yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. We'll start. Wind River is done, right? I'll actually watch it. You know, when you said snow
Definitely
place,
watch
I'm
because
kind of into snow. I would say because films like Let It Snow,
because
Golden Compass.
because he's a fan of Manchu Vishnu.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, guys. Watch D. But yeah, I'm actually intrigued. After and yeah, prisoner comparisons also kind of got me adding it to watch list. But yeah,
No, because if you cut off the snow part,
huh?
the entire movie doesn't make sense. You can't place it anywhere else in the world.
Okay,
Something like
okay, cool. Next is Max. Oh,
yes.
Canada
So
Max.
the yeah,
How was it? I mean, where did you watch
um,
it?
it's on Z5.
Oh, okay, great. Airtel Stream TV is giving free Z5. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Geo Fiber.
No. Oh, Airtel.
I have I have Geo Fiber. It gives
Oh,
free Z5.
okay, okay. Nice.
Hmm. So yeah, Max. I think it's fine though. You can watch it once. It's a proper commercial action flick.
Okay.
Something like Kaidi. It's like
Oh, like
50%, 90.
Lokesh Kanagaraj. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
The
okay,
plot is almost very similar. It happens in a night,
okay.
but they have to protect a police station.
Uh huh.
But here, the protagonist is a police. That's all.
Okay.
And yeah, the entire there are gangs of rowdies who are trying to attack the police station. So that's the plot, and it has small twist that okay, it at the end, it's like you won't uh, understand why they're doing all of this, and at the end he reveals it's very you can see the amateur writing of the filmmaker. It's very amateur,
Okay.
but it's fine for someone like uh
Is it directed by Malayalam director or something?
no, Tamil director.
Tamil director. Okay.
it, it, it proves why Lokesh is one step above
Hmm.
the rest because he has the grip on writing.
Okay.
Here, the you don't feel anything for the protagonist nor any character, nothing,
Hmm.
because there is no stakes, there is nothing. The only stake is being killed. That is everyone's stake. You and I also will be dead someday.
Yeah.
That is fine, but in movies, the hero has to fight for someone.
Yeah.
He has to have a purpose. In Kaidi, you feel that for him because of his daughter, though even that is also not well established. But you feel that he's doing it for his daughter. You want him to survive so that he can go see his daughter.
Yeah.
That's the USP of Kaidi. Like that's where it shines.
Hmm.
Here, there's nothing like that. It's just action, 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 action.
His
And that is
action
also
entry is good. Oh,
very generic. Very. I didn't like it.
I thought this would rock it, to be honest, because it's like some
It
Tamil
was
director and Tamil director have crazy technical values, something. So I thought
for.
maybe it
I
will
think
stay.
for Kannada audience who
Ha
have
ha
not watched movies at all
ha.
from the past. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good movie.
I see.
But still, they couldn't make enough money. I think they just made break even.
Oh, it released with UI also, no? Yeah.
Yeah, 5 days after UI.
5 days or 1 day? Oh, 5 days. Oh,
Yeah, UI
okay.
was released on 20th and this on 25th.
25th. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's a decent movie if you don't have to like a no-brainer, just chill. I think it would have been much better if I had watched it in a theater
Mm-hmm.
and looking at people enjoy the movie would have maybe made me happier.
Okay.
It's a theater movie. Maybe it's I'm on the wrong side for not watching it in the theater. I should have watched it in a theater, then
Me
it would have
eventually.
been.
Yeah.
But you can't blame audience for that. You'll have to always blame
Yeah, point,
filmmaker.
point that. Yeah.
Wherever you watch a movie, it should entertain you.
Hmm.
There's nothing much to talk. The plot is also pretty simple. There's one inspector, and there are like 4 or 5 people in the police station, and they somehow kill off uh, Big Shot's son,
Okay.
and all of big, and they try to hide the fact that he's dead, and they tell he's in the prison, he's there, he's here, and all that, and the Big Shot brings all the gang to rescue his son, and all
Oh.
that. Something like that. Similar
Okay.
to Kaidi in sense of making the setup, everything. This is what is different from Kaidi. That's all.
Okay.
Have you at least watched the trailer?
Yeah, yeah. After watching that only, I thought, oh, maybe good technical values will be added or something.
Yeah, maybe technical value. If you compare it with the standards of Kannada movies, then definitely it's better.
Hmm.
And watch it.
I guess I'll let my parents watch it or something. They wanted to watch this, but I don't know. Something happened. They were confused between this and UI. And after listening to my whatever I told about UI, they were like they wanted to go to Max, but some other film came up. Uh, Pushpa. I think they went to Pushpa. I'm not wrong.
Pushpa was
Yeah,
still in theaters.
yeah. I think they went to Pushpa. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, outro.
Out of time. So we celebrated Interstellar week, not Valentine's week. So which is much better
Yes,
if you ask me. So yeah.
you no, you could have still watched it with your Valentine. You don't have
Ah.
to.
Okay, bro. I was coping. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
at
yeah,
least.
that was it, guys. Let's meet next weekend for
Yes.
more with hopefully more letterbox entries from my side.
Yes.
Yeah. and you gotta say something.
Adios.
Adios.